You know, there are duck hunts and then there are duck seasons. And this year's teal season in Louisiana was something different. It started long before we ever even pulled the trigger. This season, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service cut the teal season from 14 days down to 8. And in Louisiana, instead of starting when it usually does, bumped their opener back a full week. Now that may not seem like a big deal until you realize that the first big push of blue wings had already passed through. We were hearing reports from all over the state, from Baton, Monroe, even in where we were hunting in Mamou. It was hit or miss. The teal had already moved down into Mexico. The birds weren't there in numbers, but the people, the places, and the purpose is what this trip became all about. I pulled out around 8 p.m. on a Thursday night, not just to beat the Atlanta traffic, though that's what I told my wife, but because I was excited. It was the first hunt of the season, the truck was packed, Bougie was in the front seat, and I couldn't wait to get on the road. After a quick sleep break over just across the Alabama line, hey, we kept rolling west. Another reason why I decided to leave so early on a Thursday night was because I wanted to make it in time to be able to stop in Baton Rouge at the Go Devil shop. I wanted to meet Mr. Warren Coco and some of the others that I had talked to on the phone, like Alicia and Donna and Dawn. I just wanted to meet them in person. So I arrived over at Baton Rouge, got up at the Go Devil shop, got up with Mr. Coco, and he gave me a personal tour of the place, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I was also able to meet his son, Mason, who I think is a wonderful guy, someone that you really ought to meet, and he is definitely a blessing. Also got to meet Patrick Connolly, a guy that I have been talking to probably for the past 15 years that I've had a Go Devil. When I have issues, I give him a call and say, hey, what's this? And he goes, hey, this is what you need to do. So it was really nice to put a face to the voice. I pulled into Mamou, Louisiana, and I linked up with my two good friends, Robert Brandt and Zach Garrison. They are the owners of Working Man Outdoors. Now, I've known these guys for many years. I've hunted with them in the past in our home state of South Carolina. They gave me a full tour of the property. In the crawfish ponds, the rice looked really good. Had a lot of other aquatic vegetation, some moist soil stuff. Looked at the timber holes, looked in the bayous. Everything looked great. We even got to see some whistling ducks, and they actually had a small brood with them. Now, in the area, they were holding probably 1,000 to 2,000 birds a week prior to the seasoning opening. Remember, the season opened late this year. Now, a few days before arriving, the fields in the area, the other private landowners started to flood their fields, and those birds were getting up and they were being dispersed. But I can tell you one thing, that didn't shake the spirit, because we were ready for opening day.
Before we finally came out. Now that we're here for a week, we'll be able to get everything knocked out, hopefully. That's over yonder. That's Gypsy.
That's what Dylan likes. That's what Dylan kept talking about yesterday.
Yeah, that's Gypsy.
Big group up top. Another big group up top out in front. Two up top, two up top.
Wood duck.
Right here, four coming at us.
Wood duck.
Told y'all that was around. They was all in here last week.
They're ducks, but I don't know what they are. Models, maybe?
Could be.
They're big ducks. You can't shoot specks this time of year, can you?
No, they don't even have an early season in October down here.
You see the chin strap on them? Get them on film, Zach. Get them on film.
I am.
Take them to
Take-
the pen.
Hey, there we go. Here. You got two?
I think just one.
Now, Robert and Zach had two clients that were coming in on opening day, Tony and Cade, and they were in the blind with me. Now, throughout the day or throughout the morning, we saw close to about 200 teal, anywhere from flocks from 5 to 25, but those birds just weren't finishing right. Something was just kind of off with them. And just as we were getting ready to shoot the first flock of birds, guess what? Bougie broke. So, what any responsible gun dog handler would do, I put my gun down and all I did for the rest of the morning was work Bougie. Now, Tony and Kay, they shot down a few of them, but these birds were either wounded or what have you. We could not find them. An extensive search was done in the area with all of us plus the dog. We just could not find these birds. But that afternoon, me, Zach, and Robert decided to go out and check another spot and set up for just a few minutes to see what was going on. This time, we kind of turned it around. We shot 5 birds, and we picked up 5 birds. Now, day 2 came around, and there was a young man in the area that has been helping Robert and Zach, and his name was Hunter. And he asked if he could join us on that morning. Of course, we said yes. We go out to the blind. Now, the teal numbers were pretty much similar to what we saw the day before, but our shooting was a little bit better. Now, on that morning, we knocked down 10. We picked up 10. Bougie did a really fine job in retrieving, and we all had a great time that morning.
Get over here.
Ooh, ooh. Well, somebody killed one.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Don't. Ooh, I didn't see him until. I couldn't hit nothing.
Boy, I double tapped one.
One, that cripple right here in the front.
How many y'all killed?
I don't know. I got 2 in one shot.
Nope. I got one behind us back there. She's hey, video behind her. She's getting that duck.
On day 3, we were all invited to hunt in a big blind on a shallow lake, undisclosed location, middle of nowhere, Louisiana. This time it was me, Robert, Zach, Ashton, Canyon, Jeremy, Hunter, and who we called the other Zach. And of course, Bougie was right there in the middle of it. Right at shooting time, before we could get the camera set up, Hunter dumps 2 that just came right out of nowhere and into the decoys.
Yeah, she's looking for me.
Rest of the morning, it was flock after flock. Teal cupping into the spread, birds doing it the way they're supposed to be doing it. By the time we zipped up the blind bags, we had 18 teal on the strap, and we picked up every last one of them.
Bougie. Hey. Good girl. Fetch it up. Whew. We gotta work on your hand signals, little girl. No, here. Here.
She wants to walk the bank.
Yes, she does. Here. 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 Good girl. Here. Here.
Yep.
Knock the head off that one too.
But as good as the hunts were, the highlight of the trip just wasn't about the birds. Back at the lodge, we had some visitors. Josh Goins, the founder of the Flyway Federation, and Miquel Savoy, whose family used to own the property that we were hunting, came and gave us a visit. Now, Josh and Miquel, they broke out the guitars, and I was able to capture just a little bit of Miquel just laying down some riff. But the talk that we had is what really stirs what was going on. The use of corn ponds in the north and the released mallards. Two big issues that I'm totally against. Yet we were able to sit down, have a conversation without anybody getting upset, and I think it was fairly productive. Now, just as I was getting ready to leave to head on home, I happened to look on the map, and lo and behold, Monroe, Louisiana was only 3 hours away up north. So I packed up, got Bougie in the front seat, and we headed to West Monroe, Louisiana to visit the Duck Commander store. Now, I kind of figured with those boys being retired, and it was right in the middle of teal season, that I wasn't going to see any of them. But I had never been to the store, so I decided, go to the store, take a little bit of video, walk inside, and just relive some memories that I had with Phil and Jace many years ago. You know, this trip had it all. Hard hunts, long drives, missed birds, tough talks, good dogs, and, well, good friends. And to tell you this, it's not about the number of birds that make a trip. It's the people that you share the blind with. It's the lessons you learn from the land, and it is the responsibility that you carry when you care about the future of this sport. As Winston Churchill once said, success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. That's teal hunting in Louisiana. That's duck hunting in South Carolina. And that is what we came for. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Daddy Duck 365. Have a good day.
What's going on, everybody? It's Zach.
Take two.
Take two.
Take two.